Welcome to our Basic English Grammar video series. Whether you're a beginner looking to build a solid foundation or someone wanting to brush up on the essentials, you're in the right place. In this series, we'll cover everything you need to know to understand and use English grammar effectively. Let's get started. Basic grammar rules. Understanding basic grammar rules is essential for effective communication in English. Here are some key grammar rules to help you get started. 1. Parts of speech. Nouns. Nouns are words that name people, places, things, or ideas. Examples: cat, London, happiness, computer. Praying pronouns. Pronouns replace nouns to avoid repetition. Examples: I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Verbs. Verbs express actions or states of being. Examples: run, think, is, was, have, do. Adjectives. Adjectives describe or modify nouns and pronouns. Examples: blue, happy, tall, several. Adverbs. Adverbs. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. Examples: quickly, very often, almost. Prepositions. Prepositions show relationships between nouns or pronouns and other words in a sentence. Examples: in, on, at, between, over, under. Conjunctions. Conjunctions. Conjunctions connect words, phrases, or clauses. Examples: and, but, or, because, although. Being interjections. Interjections are words or phrases that express strong emotion or surprise. Examples: wow, oh no, hooray. 2. Sentence structure. Basic sentence elements. A sentence typically contains a subject and a predicate. Subject: the person, place, thing, or idea performing the action. Predicate: the part of the sentence that contains the verb and provides information about the subject. Sentence types. Simple sentence contains one independent clause, e.g., she reads. Compound sentence contains two or more independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction or a semicolon, e.g., she reads and he writes. Complex sentence contains one independent clause and at least one dependent clause, e.g., she reads because she enjoys it. Compound complex sentence contains two or more independent clauses and at least one dependent clause, e.g., she reads and he writes because they enjoy it. 3. Tenses. Present tense. Simple present describes habitual actions or general truths. Example: she reads. Present continuous describes ongoing actions. Example: she is reading. Present perfect describes actions that happened at an unspecified time before now. Example: she has read many books. Present perfect continuous describes actions that started in the past and continue to the present. Example: she has been reading for hours. Past tense. Simple past describes completed actions in the past. Example: she read. Past continuous describes ongoing actions in the past. Example: she was reading when I arrived. Past perfect describes actions completed before another action in the past. Example: she had read the book before the movie came out. Past perfect continuous describes actions that were ongoing in the past up until another action. Example: she had been reading for hours before the power went out. Future tense. Simple future describes actions that will happen. Example: she will read. Future continuous describes ongoing actions that will happen in the future. Example: she will be reading at 8 p.m. Future perfect describes actions that will be completed before a specific time in the future. Example: she will have read the book by tomorrow. Future perfect continuous describes actions that will be ongoing up until a specific time in the future. Example: she will have been reading for hours by the time you arrive. 4. Common grammar mistakes. Confusing words. Or there. There. They are. There refers to a place. Example: there is a book on the table. There. Possessive pronoun. Example: Their house is big. They are. Contraction of they are. Example. They are coming over. Your. You are. Your. Possessive pronoun. Example. Is this your book? You are. Contraction of you are. Example. You're amazing. It's. Possessive pronoun. Example. The dog wagged its tail. Its. Contraction of it is. Example. It's raining outside. Subject-verb agreement. Singular subjects. Require singular verbs. Example. She runs every morning. Plural subjects. 1. Require plural verbs. Example. They run every morning. Misplaced modifiers. Modifiers should be placed next to the word they modify to avoid confusion. Incorrect. She only eats vegetables on Mondays. Correct. She eats only vegetables on Mondays. Comma usage. Lists. Use commas to separate items in a list. Example. I bought apples, oranges, and bananas. Introductory elements. Use a comma after an introductory word, phrase, or clause. Example. After the movie, we went out for dinner. Compound sentences. Use a comma before a coordinating conjunction in a compound sentence. Example. I wanted to go for a walk, but it started raining. Quotation marks. Direct speech. Use quotation marks to enclose direct speech. Example. He said, I'll be there soon. Titles. Use quotation marks for titles of short works like articles, poems, and songs. Example. I love the song Imagine. Capitalization rules. First word of a sentence. Always capitalize the first word of a sentence. Example. Today is sunny. Proper nouns. Capitalize names of specific people, places, and organizations. Example. She visited Paris. Titles. Capitalize the main words in titles. Example. The Great Gatsby. Mastering basic English grammar rules is the foundation for effective communication. By understanding the parts of speech, sentence structure, tenses, punctuation, and more, you can improve both your written and spoken English. Remember, practice is key to becoming proficient in grammar. Use these rules as a guide, and don't hesitate to seek further explanations and examples as you continue your learning journey.
Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts or questions. See you in the next video.